We know the way, and we welcome you to San Jose, California. It's the Baylor Bears and the San Jose State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So San Jose State's offense will have the opening possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt, this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job.
Finding some room. Got enough for the 1st. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. He wants to change this route. Slithers into space. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Spartans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Rushes on him. On the move and looking. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Spartans have it with a first and goal. Off the play fake. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Baylor's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Snagged in the middle, it's Collier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bears will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Creates a little space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
Makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Shelton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans will the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score, and he's got it. Touchdown, Spartan! Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
Makes the grab in their space. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Got his man on the right. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Baylor! He'll try to tack on one more.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Willis. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Fires to the big fella. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he had
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Spartans will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. He makes the grab, and it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decide.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Zings it complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They just keep firing. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Release to the back. This time he's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Spartans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, San Jose State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You can get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Got his man all by himself. Gets away from one, finds room. Racing to the right. He's at the tip. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Steps away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Aldridge. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll go to the air on third and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. With the catch, it's Aldridge. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. Fires to the right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And Dave
going for the big play. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Goes high to pull it in. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the number 13 team, the Memphis Tigers.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Baylor's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Collier. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Stevens. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Hands it off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's McDaniel. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Buying some time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that. Maybe a crease. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Spartan.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Pulls it in. Runs through. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Running inside. It's Vasquez. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Trying to run, it's Vasquez. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Vasquez. Good, solid tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, San Jose State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Baylor sidelines, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Bears want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, the quick spin move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's the second 4th down conversion this drive. Listen, you're down. You got to take some chances. You got to make some plays.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. The Bears have the answer. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. They want that clock to run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Takes the handoff. It's Vasquez. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He's got him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Vasquez. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Here's the pressure. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit. And this to extend the lead late. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the San Jose State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Iowa State's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what